Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, with this massive tangle still. Okay, we're going to give it a go today, and we're going to see if I can release more of this yarn so I can get to around to, what's the word? Oh yeah, winding it. That would be lovely if I could get there. Anyways, glad you're here today. Sorry about the glare in my glasses, but that's what you got to do sometimes. Anyways, glad you're here today. Let's hang out and untangle some yarn. Decided how to film this one. Maybe I will do a bit of upfront and some over the top, but we're going to take this bit, which I believe, yeah, so this is a ball of yarn here, and this is a ball of yarn here. Now what I'm trying to do is get it to a point where I'll be able to wind it. I need to wind them. I have all the papers for it and everything set aside and all that good stuff, but this has been a very long process just because I just haven't been doing it, so that's what makes it long. Procrastination. The not doing what I'm supposed to be doing to get things done. You can't expect things to get finished off your to-do list if you're not checking them off and actually doing it, so that's on me, and that's a-okay. I'm fine with that. Because this can get very frustrating, and that's the thing that happens with a lot of people when they're trying to detangle things, is it's definitely not a short-term quick little job. It is a lot of work, and I get that. I'm also a cheapskate in a lot of ways, and I don't like to waste my money or anyone else's money. So because it's a spot and I needed to debug it because it had carpet beetle larvae in it. Fun. So that's what I'm doing today, and I'm really glad you're here. So let's hang out and do some detangling. So this one's going to get a little bit choppy here and there. I turned it off thinking that I was doing the introduction for some reason because my brain is so tired. Tired but not tired. Always a lot going on in there. Okay, so we are going to pull this apart, pull that. And I don't know why I say we for everything, but maybe because I expect you to be part of the process. That's what I'm guessing. I have a few sayings that I say that I don't mean to, like I'm just going to toss this into here, and I'm not tossing it, I'm just putting it in, but I say toss. And then I realize later, I'm like, oh, that sounds like I'm throwing your stuff. Like, that's probably not a good thing. And here we are with this big kerflunkle. Ooh, not bad. That actually was not bad at all. Look at that. Oh, girl. I found the other end. Oh, this one's going to be in the bag, and then it's just a matter of winding them. I'm gonna have to clean the winder, gonna have to oil it, all the fun stuff. But this is getting somewhere, and that makes me happy because I have a few things in stasis right now that I would like to get done, and I do a little tiny bit at a time, and I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. Things like my daughter's rainbow sweater. I am really struggling to figure out a color to go with it. It's really pretty and really soft, and I want something special for it, so that is fun. Oh, look at that. Doing so well. This one's going to be rolled up as well as I can do, and then it's going to be caked up. Looking forward to that part. Getting it done, putting them away, bagging them like I should, having them marked, because I'd like to get pretty much my whole yarn collection, except for like the big mega balls, like the big balls. I'm not going to do that because my winder cannot handle the big industrial ones. But if I can just leave those ones alone and worry about the regular sized ones, then I'll have a lot more space for things, which I have found is very, very true. we're getting close to having to take all the yarn out of their shelves. Clean the shelves, clean that corner, make sure that it is not a bug haven. And I do that every 2 to 3 months, give or take. I'm going to say give or take because I know I'm a little behind on it this time. But normally I'm pretty on top of that. All right. I'd love to find the end. Oh, and I did, just as I was saying it. Look at that, I found an end. The last time I was looking at this, there was just no luck, and I looked for quite a while, and I just got frustrated. That's why I got put away into timeout. I got frustrated. It was getting ridiculous. It was taking forever. Oh my goodness, I have an end. We have a ball started. And then I end up in this horrible mess here. So we're going to pull that out. We're going to go like that. We're going to stick my pinky in there to try to loosen this because it's getting tighter as I'm holding it here. And yeah, that is my yarn right there that I want to come on out. Hi there, yarny goodness. Oh, what do you know? There's the other end of it. Oh my gosh. Seriously, I could not get anywhere last time. And now right off the jump, I've got both ends visible. Oh, this is happening today. This is getting done. Oh, I just misplaced the bottom, or the other end. We're going to put that there for now. And keep that out of the way. So, the end I decided to start with is probably the more difficult side. It's looking like it. So I think we're going to actually junk that one. I'm going to try this side. So I'll have one end over there, one end over here. Not at the front there, so this is probably where the skein originally started, because I have a feeling that this one was one that had been played with a little tiny bit, but not much. It was not by me. Not yet. I am thinking that this might be the color I need for my duck hunt tapestries that I have coming up. The game Duck Hunt has always been one of my favorites. That dog. Oh, and then I found a graph of the dog and he's laughing, and then there's another one with the ducks, and I'm just like, ah. I actually kind of like that. I always see Mario, I see Nintendo, I see Kirby, I see that, but the Duck Hunt dog, that one was a whole different ball game. Many, many times playing that one with friends, and that one was definitely a unique game. I kind of want to get an old school Nintendo just so I could show my kids this game. And how infuriating it was to have the dog laugh at you for missing the ducks. Oh my gosh, the anger, the anger. The anger. I had a friend that banned it from her house because the kids kept throwing, her parents banned it because her and her brothers would just get so frustrated. They started throwing the controllers at the TV, this little TV. They got it banned from the household TV, put on this little tiny TV, and they went through 2 or 3 before the kids finally realized that, you know, if you throw your controller at the TV, there's a good chance it'll break. At my house, even now, and this includes my husband, if you were going to have a meltdown over a video game, it's time to quit. It's time to give it up. And if you throw something, you lose it. Oh, I just want to show off. This is another pair that I just got recently, and I absolutely love the sparkle to it. Always sterling silver. I have a thing about silver. Love it to bits. Apparently, silver is supposed to be for people who are a little more open-minded. That's why you're attracted to it. Gold means you're attracted to the finer things in life. Always something interesting from when I sold jewelry. People always wanted to know what it meant when they liked certain stones or certain metals, like, because there are people who prefer stainless steel. Tungsten, I guess, is becoming quite popular, very lightweight. My husband's kind of been hinting he wants a new ring in tungsten, so I'm thinking about it. We'll see if he deserves it. He does make good food, so. And he's been doing really well with keeping the kids ready for school and all that good stuff, because he's on his own. I gotta leave right when the kids leave. So in the morning, we're all getting ready at the same time, and Dad has to take him to school, and I got to go to work. So it's giving him an opportunity to understand the other side of things. Because for a long time there, he really didn't quite understand the ins and outs and how stressful it is to be the main giver. So he wanted a turn, and I need a break. Going to work is a break. It really is. I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm not saying I don't love it. I love my kids. I love being a mom. I love doing the mom stuff. But there are times that I want to go to work. I want to go do a display. I want to go do something fun. I want to go talk to people that I'm not related to. I just want to do something adult. And I don't mean like adult. I mean just being out with adults without my kids involved. Doing my own thing on my own. One of our neighbors came up and he bought something off me. He didn't recognize me at first. And then he was like, "Hey, wait a minute. You're so-and-so's wife." And I'm like, "Oh, I haven't been called that in years." That's true. For a long time there, I was always known as his partner. And that's okay, I guess. But I do sometimes resent it when people are yelling that at me on the street as their way of saying hi. A little odd. A little bit of, "Oh, thanks." But I understand. He is a lot more personable than I am. You know what? He can do the school stuff for now. And I can start getting my mental health back and my physique back and just an overwhelming mental being of comfort and sanity. I don't know, I'm one of those people that really does better when I'm working. I just really, really like having something to do. And yeah, I mean, I could do that at home, but at the same time, it's not quite the same, and I don't get a paycheck. I like paychecks. I'm sorry. I do like it. I like putting money in my account. So if I do want to get something, I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. So for example, my middle daughter has decided that the K-pop Demon Hunters movie is wonderful. She loves the music, she loves the vibe, she loves the anime style, and I don't mind it. I found the story to be quite hopeful and not so much dwelling on like the dark aspects. I really enjoyed how the one character, he made a mistake. He made a bad choice and ended up on the bad side, and it was something that I feel like a lot of adults have done something that they're not exactly proud of, and they feel like they'll never ever be able to shake it. And that was a beautiful, beautiful thing for my daughter to see, because she has made mistakes, I've made mistakes, we all have. And I like that they showcased that there was still hope, and that things can change and things can be better. You don't have to be this person that you were or have been or be defined by old choices. So I'm okay with her watching that. And the songs are pretty fun. So the underlining story, even though it does involve like demons, they were more, I would say, people who had made mistakes. They had listened to the wrong voice. Not their own inner voice that told them this is wrong, but the voice that was telling them to do something that wasn't quite right. And that's how the demons are in the movie anyways. For the most part, we're just regular people who had made the wrong choice. And I really enjoy that there was a bit of a redemption arc for at least one, where being defined by a mistake, in some cases, definitely, people who hurt people for whatever reason they hurt people for, because of course that's always a very complicated conversation, aren't okay. But things like putting yourself first and treating others badly. These were some of the stuff that people had done to get themselves in these situations. They had listened to the wrong voice. And I think that she needed to hear this lesson. So, she wants to be one of the characters. And I don't really want to have to do the hair. I did Miku's hair last year, and that was an adventure and took so very long and a lot of designing. I am too tired for that right now. I was thinking about doing it. I've seen other people do the exact same character. She wants to be Rumi, who has the purple hair with the really cool braid that comes down there. But it is very long, and I don't have that purple. I really don't. So first I'd have to get the color. I'd have to get a bunch of it. And I'm not doing it. I can't do it this year. So getting a paycheck helps me pay for these kind of things. And then I'm able to bring some happiness and fun into my kids' lives. Because of course I would like to do that. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is actually going quite well. I'm down to this amount from that big massive pile. Really exciting stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go through here, and because it's a ball, we're gonna have to be a little more, a bit more, and we're just gonna pop through there, around there, around there, there, down through here, all right. Well, I'm going to keep on working on this giant mess I have here. And I should have this worked out by the end of the day. Well, not even. I'm thinking like 5-10 minutes from now. Thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box. And I will see you again very soon. Bye.